And I hate the dorms. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I really absolutely hate the dorms. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Mia Moore, and today I'm coming to you guys with a collab video with my girl Nay. We are both stationed in San Antonio. We're both in the military, and if you want to know about BAH, BAS, living off base, being married, all of that good stuff, then head over to her channel because she will have a video up. Go ahead and check out my girl's Zhane channel, and I'll put her YouTube name somewhere right here, and I'll also leave a link down below linking her YouTube channel and video. So yay, let's get started. First of all single soldiers or single airmen will live in dorms. And when I say single, I don't mean like, oh, I have a boyfriend, I'm not gonna be in the dorms. I mean like if you are not married, you will live in the dorms. For Air Force, you are in the dorms until you make senior airman. And I think it's like you have to be in the service for 3 years, which is typically when you make senior airman. But you also make senior airman 28 months time in grade, 36 months time in service, which would be 3 years. I'm not Army, I'm Air Force, but I did do my research, and it says that Army typically stays in the dorms until they make E5, which is sergeant, I believe, or staff sergeant. For us, it's staff sergeant. For Army, I believe it's just sergeant. So yeah, you've been in dorms for a good little while. So now let me also put this in here that, or put this in there, that if you get to a base and they are full, you may or may not have the option of moving off base and getting BAH and all that other stuff. This is only my experience, my personal opinion. This is not necessarily what your experience will be whenever. The pros of living in the dorms, for one, you get to save. Being in the dorms, you don't have to pay rent. You're not paying your bills, you know, your simple bills, electricity and all that good stuff. You're not paying any bills. You're given furniture, so you don't have to pay for furniture. You don't have to pay anything. You just literally have to take your clothes and whatever else you have from back home or from your past life before the military and move into a dorm. That is literally it. You may have to like buy your shower curtain and stuff like that. Just so all of your check is pretty much yours, besides the fact that if you want to go get a car, you want to go get anything like that. So that is pretty much all that you're paying for. The downside to that is you live in the dorms, you have roommates that you may or may not like. To pick your dorm, you don't get to pick what floor you live on. You don't get to pick anything. It's given to you. So when you go to whoever, your dorm manager, they give you a room, they give you whatever, they give you the rules, and that's it. Some people that I have been here with, my other roommates, I don't have a roommate now, but my other roommates, they have moved about 4 or 5 times since being in their dorms. To me, that is inconvenient, that is stressful. Nobody have time for that. And yeah, I'm kind of like over the dorm life at this moment. I found this thing, which is the rules to the dormitory. So I decided to look through this because honestly, I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, I did not look through this whenever I first joined. If you want to know what this dorm looks like, then I will leave the link down below of both of my dorm room tours. So with this dorm, we don't have a stove and a oven in the actual dorm. We have to go down to the CQ area, and the CQ area is pretty much where you'll find your sergeant or whoever's on duty that's monitoring the dorms. You'll find your dorm manager between the business hours, and then you will also find, depending on where you're at, I'm speaking on Fort Sam in general, for us, we will find the washroom, the kitchen where they have a stove and an oven, and we'll also find the day room, which is like your pool table, your TV, and all that good stuff. So over here we have a CQ area, and we have to go downstairs to cook. They only have one stove and one oven, which like I would say like 300 people are using. So everyone is responsible for cleaning up after themselves, and the next person may not clean like I clean, and then I may not clean like the next person. So I just opt out to using it. Being in the dorms, you are subject to random inspections. Sometimes you may know about it, sometimes you may not know about it. For those of you who have been through tech school or are in tech school or something like that, you pretty much have to keep your room clean like that. Like, you know how every day your bed should be made or whatever, because you never know when you're going to have a room inspection. So your room has to be clean at all times, pretty much.
House and dormitory life, do they have a curfew?
No, you do not have a curfew. If you're a permanent party, you just have the responsibility of being on work at time. You have the responsibility of being at work on time every single day like works. So you get to go out, you get to party. On your off day is your off day. You can do whatever you choose with whoever, however, whenever, you know. So you have a life. Like, you don't have to stay here all the time. And visitors are allowed between the hours of 06 and 2400 hours a day. Guests will remain with their sponsor at all times and are never allowed to remain in the dormitory when sponsor is not present. So pretty much, if I had a sister who came between those hours and I had to go to work, she cannot stay here and just be in my room. And the other question will be, how would they ever know? I graduated way too long ago to be sneaking all in your dorm room. What if they do a surprise pop-up and your sister is here and you at work and wondering where you are? Then hey, you just violated the rules. One roommate that her boyfriend used to come over, and yes, he used to sleep over and stuff like that. Pretty much, if your roommate is cool with that and she doesn't have a problem with your boyfriend being here or your girlfriend being here, or he doesn't have a problem with that, you're pretty much good to go. Pretty much you can do it if you don't get caught, but you taking that risk of getting caught, getting in trouble. Me personally, I don't have time for it. Hey, like, I'm just gonna follow these little rules until I get my little apartment and I can have whoever, whenever. You can't have animals or pets in dorms. You can have a fish, and I think that's about it. And have this thing where people will have their stuff in the dormitory or the dorms, and then they will go and get an apartment or live with their boyfriend, girlfriend, or whoever, family member, and just go back and forth from work. That is considered ghosting. You cannot do that. Ghosting your room, living off base while still maintaining government quarters is not authorized here at the Joint Base San Antonio. So the dorms that I'm living at now, which is Fort Sam Houston, we have designated areas to smoke. You can't just go outside and smoke a cigarette or do whatever. At these dorms where I am, you cannot drink inside of your dorm. You can't even have alcohol inside of your dorm. Alcohol is prohibited in the dorm rooms at such and such. I'm not gonna say y'all what's the dorm name. Legal age drinking is allowed in a certain place, and what it is talking about, you have to literally go out of your room, go all the way down outside to this little circle area, and you can drink there. Quiet hours are 24 hours daily. If a stereo or other noise is heard outside the room or through the walls, it is too loud. Excessive noise is the primary complaint received by security forces. Many military personnel work shifts and are sleeping during the day. Do not assume neighbors enjoy the same type of music or TV programs at the residence. Be considerate. I will say this, not every dorm in the military are like this. I know some dorms where they turn up. They turn completely up, like every weekend, all the time. It's just these dorms, unfortunately, they don't have that. So it's literally quiet all the time. And yeah, your experience may be different. Other people's experience may be different, way different than mine. So that is it for this video, you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And also go ahead over to my girl Zhane channel and check out her video. I will leave her video link in the description box below. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later.